Have you ever woken up with stiff knees or aching fingers, wondering why your joints feel like they've aged 10 years overnight? For millions of seniors, these early morning aches aren't just a sign of getting older. They're your body's first warning, a signal that inflammation is quietly building up, wearing down your joints from the inside out. What if I told you that the dull, nagging pain in your hips or hands might actually be a message your body is desperately trying to send you? Arthritis doesn't appear overnight. It starts silently with small discomforts that most people ignore until one day it's hard to open a jar, get up from a chair, or even hold a grandchild without wincing. But here's the truth. You don't have to wait until it gets worse. There are powerful, natural ways to fight back. No risky meds, no expensive treatments. And it starts with something you already do every day, eating. In today's video, I'll reveal the 9 foods that science says can help soothe inflammation, protect your cartilage, and support long-term joint strength. Some of them might already be on your plate, others might shock you. But together, they form a game-changing approach to reduce arthritis pain and even prevent it before it starts. And don't miss the ending, because one so-called healthy food could actually be fueling your joint pain without you knowing it. And let's uncover the truth about what's really helping or hurting your joints. 1. Dairy friend or foe to your joints. For decades, dairy products have been hailed as the ultimate bone builders. From childhood, we've been told, drink your milk for strong bones. And there's truth in that. Dairy is rich in calcium, vitamin D, potassium, and even probiotics if you're eating yogurt. These nutrients play an important role in supporting bone density and joint function, especially as we age. But here's where it gets complicated. While moderate dairy intake can support bone health, not all seniors benefit from dairy the same way. In fact, for some people, dairy may actually contribute to increased joint inflammation and discomfort, particularly if you're lactose intolerant or sensitive to dairy proteins like casein. When the body struggles to digest lactose, it can trigger low-grade inflammation, leading to bloating, fatigue, and even worsening joint pain over time. For individuals with autoimmune forms of arthritis, like rheumatoid arthritis, some studies suggest dairy proteins may exacerbate symptoms by irritating the immune system. The good news? You don't have to give up calcium to protect your joints. If you notice more stiffness, swelling, or discomfort after eating cheese, yogurt, or milk, try cutting back and switching to plant-based, calcium-fortified alternatives like almond milk, oat milk, or tofu. Many of these options also contain added vitamin D, which is essential for calcium absorption. And for those who tolerate dairy well, focus on low-fat, fermented options like Greek yogurt or kefir, which not only supply calcium, but also deliver probiotics to support gut health, another key factor in controlling inflammation. In short, dairy can be both friend and foe. It all depends on how your body responds. If you've been eating dairy daily, but your arthritis seems to be getting worse, it might be time to test a 2-week dairy-free period and monitor your symptoms. Because sometimes the food you trust the most is the one quietly holding you back. Fatty fish, nature's anti-inflammatory weapon. If you're looking for a natural way to calm aching joints, look no further than the ocean. Fatty fish like salmon, sardines, mackerel, tuna, and trout are packed with omega-3 fatty acids, powerful compounds that act like built-in fire extinguishers for your body's inflammation. Chronic inflammation is one of the root causes of arthritis, particularly rheumatoid arthritis and osteoarthritis. When your joints are inflamed, your immune system is essentially attacking your own tissues, breaking down cartilage and causing pain, stiffness, and swelling. Omega-3s, especially EPA and DHA, found in fatty fish, help stop this process by blocking inflammatory enzymes and cytokines, the same ones that trigger joint breakdown. But the benefits don't stop there. These healthy fats also improve blood flow, reducing stiffness and morning joint pain. Some studies have even shown that people who regularly consume omega-3 rich fish experience less need for pain medication and report improved mobility over time. However, as powerful as fatty fish can be, there's a hidden risk if you're not careful. Certain types of fish, especially larger species like tuna or swordfish, may contain higher levels of mercury and other heavy metals, which can accumulate in the body and cause harm over time, particularly to the kidneys and nervous system. Seniors are especially vulnerable to these toxic effects. To stay safe and get the full anti-inflammatory benefits, aim for 2 servings per week of low-mercury, wild-caught fatty fish like salmon, sardines, or Atlantic mackerel. bake, grill, or steam rather than frying, as high heat cooking can damage those precious omega-3s and even create inflammatory byproducts. And if fresh fish isn't always available, high-quality fish oil supplements can be a good alternative. Just make sure they're third-party tested for purity. Remember, not all fat is bad when it comes from the right source. Fat can be your strongest ally against joint damage. The next time your knees flare up or your hands feel stiff, maybe what you really need is a plate of grilled salmon, not another pain pill. 3. Walnuts and flax seeds, small seeds, big relief. When it comes to fighting arthritis, sometimes the most powerful weapons come in the smallest packages. Walnuts and flax seeds might seem like humble pantry staples, but for anyone battling joint pain, they can be a game changer. Those are loaded with alpha-linolenic acid, a plant-based omega-3 fatty acid known for its anti-inflammatory powers. While not as potent as the omega-3s in fish, ALA still plays a critical role in reducing joint stiffness, improving flexibility, and soothing inflammation from the inside out. Walnuts also deliver a potent mix of magnesium, copper, and antioxidants, all of which help reduce oxidative stress, a key factor in the breakdown of cartilage and progression of osteoarthritis. Meanwhile, flax seeds are rich in lignans and fiber, which not only support gut health and by extension your immune system, but may also help regulate hormones and inflammation in older adults. But here's where many people go wrong. Flax seeds, when eaten whole, often pass through your digestive system undigested. That means your body misses out on the very nutrients that could be helping your joints. To get the full benefit, always choose ground flaxseed and store it in the fridge to prevent the oils from going rancid. Sprinkle a tablespoon into your smoothie, oatmeal, or yogurt for an easy anti-inflammatory boost. As for walnuts, about a small handful a day, roughly 1 ounce or 14 halves, is enough to deliver real benefits without overloading your diet with calories. Here's another bonus. Unlike many anti-inflammatory foods, walnuts and flax seeds also support heart and brain health, making them ideal for seniors who want to protect more than just their joints. Though moderation matters, both foods are calorie-dense, and overconsumption can lead to unwanted weight gain, which ironically puts more pressure on your joints. The key is balance. A sprinkle here, a handful there, consistently over time. Because sometimes relief doesn't come in a bottle, it comes from a seed. 4. Plant-based oils, cooking smart for joint health. Not all fats are created equal, and when it comes to arthritis, the oils you use in your kitchen could be either fueling the fire or putting it out. Certain plant-based oils contain powerful compounds that actively fight inflammation and support joint health. One of the best-known examples is extra virgin olive oil, which contains a natural anti-inflammatory compound called oleocanthal. This unique substance works similarly to ibuprofen by blocking enzymes that trigger pain and swelling in the joints, but without the side effects of long-term medication use. In addition to olive oil, other beneficial oils include walnut oil, avocado oil, and safflower oil. These are rich in unsaturated fats and omega-3s, which help maintain healthy cartilage, support joint lubrication, and reduce stiffness. Walnut oil in particular contains up to 10 times more omega-3 than olive oil, making it a potent option if you're not eating a lot of fish. But here's the catch. How you cook with these oils matters just as much as which one you choose. Many plant-based oils have a low smoke point, meaning they break down under high heat. When overheated, they lose their anti-inflammatory benefits and may even produce compounds that increase oxidative stress, exactly what you want to avoid when managing arthritis. To protect their nutrients, use oils like extra virgin olive oil and walnut oil in cold dishes, such as salad dressings, marinades, or drizzled over steamed vegetables. For high heat cooking, avocado oil or light olive oil are safer options as they can tolerate higher temperatures without breaking down. Also, be wary of highly processed vegetable oils like corn, soybean, and canola oil. These are often high in omega-6 fatty acids, which, when consumed in excess, can tip the body's balance toward inflammation rather than healing. So the next time you reach for the frying pan, ask yourself, is this oil helping my joints or hurting them? Because smart cooking isn't just about flavor, it's about fighting inflammation with every meal. And 5, soy, the surprising joint protector with a catch. Soy has been a dietary staple in many cultures for centuries, and in recent years, it's gained attention in the West for its powerful anti-inflammatory and joint protective properties, especially among older adults. At its core, soy is an excellent source of plant-based protein, which helps maintain muscle mass and support the structures surrounding your joints. It's also rich in minerals like calcium, magnesium, potassium, and iron, which play key roles in bone health. In fact, just half a cup of cooked soybeans contains more than 170 mgs of calcium, making it a strong ally for aging bone. But what makes soy especially unique is its content of isoflavones, naturally occurring plant compounds that mimic estrogen in the body. These compounds have been shown in studies to reduce joint pain and stiffness, particularly in postmenopausal women with rheumatoid arthritis. Isoflavones may help decrease inflammation and protect cartilage from further degeneration. However, and this is important, soy isn't for everyone. Because of its mild estrogen-like effects, soy can interfere with hormone-sensitive conditions such as breast cancer, uterine fibroids, or thyroid disorders. Seniors taking thyroid medication or managing certain cancers should always talk with their doctor before significantly increasing soy intake. There's also a quality factor. Highly processed soy products like soy meat substitutes or flavored soy snacks often contain additives, excess sodium, and unhealthy oils that can counteract soy's benefits. The key is to focus on minimally processed sources such as tofu, tempeh, unsweetened soy milk, calcium fortified. For most people, adding 1-2 servings of these soy-based foods per day is not only safe, it may provide meaningful relief from joint pain over time while also supporting muscle and immune health. Soy is a quiet powerhouse in the arthritis fighting toolbox, but like any tool, it must be used correctly. Because even natural remedies can become harmful if used without care or context. Says green tea, sipping away joint pain. It might surprise you that one of the most powerful tools to fight joint pain isn't found in a pill bottle, but in your teacup. Green tea has been cherished for centuries, not just for its calming flavor, but for its profound health benefits, including its ability to ease arthritis symptoms. The secret lies in a compound called epigallocatechin-3 gallate, or EGCG, a type of antioxidant known as a catechin. EGCG is a powerhouse when it comes to fighting inflammation. It works by blocking the production of inflammatory chemicals that break down cartilage and damage joints, the very same processes behind osteoarthritis and rheumatoid arthritis. Unlike over-the-counter anti-inflammatories, green tea is gentle on the stomach and can be consumed daily without the risks of long-term medication use. Studies have shown that EGCG may even slow down cartilage destruction, reduce joint swelling, and help preserve mobility, especially in seniors. But as with many natural remedies, more isn't always better. Drinking too much green tea, especially on an empty stomach, can lead to side effects like nausea, headaches, sleep disturbances, and even interfere with the absorption of iron and calcium. Seniors who already struggle with anemia or brittle bones should be cautious. To get the benefits without the drawbacks, aim for 1 to 3 cups of green tea per day, preferably after meals. Avoid drinking it within 30 minutes before or after taking iron supplements or calcium-rich foods to prevent absorption interference. Also, not all green tea is created equal. Choose high-quality, loose-leaf or bagged varieties without added sugars or artificial flavors. Bottled or sweetened green tea products often contain more sugar than soda, and sugar is a known inflammation trigger. For an extra joint healing bonus, try combining green tea with a slice of lemon, which not only enhances flavor but boosts antioxidant absorption. Incorporating green tea into your daily routine is a simple, soothing habit with real results. Because sometimes relief doesn't come from doing more, it comes from doing something small consistently. And that's the quiet power of green tea. 7. Healing spices. Tiny ingredients. Major joint relief. When it comes to joint pain, sometimes the most powerful remedies are hiding in plain sight, right in your spice rack. For centuries, cultures around the world have used spices not just to flavor food, but to treat inflammation, ease pain, and support joint health. Let's start with turmeric. Often called nature's ibuprofen, its active compound curcumin is a potent anti-inflammatory that works by blocking the same enzymes that cause swelling and stiffness in arthritis. In clinical studies, curcumin has shown the ability to reduce joint pain and improve mobility, especially in people with osteoarthritis. But curcumin is poorly absorbed on its own. To boost its effectiveness, always pair turmeric with black pepper, which contains piperine, a natural compound that increases absorption by up to 2,000%. Next, there's ginger, another anti-inflammatory powerhouse. Ginger contains compounds called gingerols and shogales that help reduce swelling and pain by suppressing inflammatory pathways in the body. Drinking ginger tea or adding fresh or powdered ginger to meals can provide noticeable relief over time. Garlic is another quiet warrior. It contains allicin, a sulfur compound known for its antioxidant and immune-boosting effects. Garlic may help prevent cartilage breakdown and slow the progression of joint diseases, thanks to its ability to modulate the immune system and fight inflammation. Even cayenne pepper has a role to play. Its active ingredient, capsaicin, is used in topical creams to reduce joint and muscle pain by temporarily blocking pain signals to the brain. But as with all good things, balance is key. Overconsumption of spicy or pungent spices, especially in supplement form, can irritate the stomach or interact with medications like blood thinners. Seniors on prescription drugs should consult with their healthcare provider before adding concentrated spice extracts to their regimen. The best way to enjoy these healing spices? Incorporate them naturally into meals, stews, soups, roasted vegetables, teas, and marinades. When used consistently in food, they can gently support your body's ability to manage inflammation without side effects. Because sometimes the tiniest ingredients deliver the biggest healing power, one spoonful at a time. 8. Leafy greens and fruits, nature's pharmacy for joint support. When it comes to healing joint pain naturally, your produce drawer may be one of your most powerful tools. Leafy greens and colorful fruits are more than just a source of vitamins. They're packed with antioxidants, anti-inflammatory compounds, and bone-strengthening nutrients that work together to protect and repair aging joints. Let's start with the greens. Vegetables like kale, spinach, Swiss chard, collard greens, and broccoli are rich in vitamin C, K, and folate, as well as calcium and magnesium, all essential for healthy bones and cartilage. Vitamin K in particular plays a critical role in regulating calcium and preventing it from depositing in the joints where it doesn't belong. These greens also contain antioxidants like lutein and beta-carotene, which help neutralize free radicals, unstable molecules that contribute to joint damage and inflammation. But it's not just what's green that helps, it's what's bright. Fruits like berries, oranges, papaya, grapefruit, and pineapple are loaded with vitamin C, which your body uses to produce collagen, a key component of cartilage. They also contain bioflavonoids like quercetin and rutin, which have been shown to reduce joint swelling and improve bone density. Pineapple contains bromelain, a natural enzyme with strong anti-inflammatory properties. Meanwhile, citrus fruits offer a hydrating dose of antioxidants to help flush toxins from the body and ease inflammation. But even healthy foods need boundaries. Fruits like bananas, mangoes, and grapes, while nutritious, are high in natural sugars which can spike blood sugar and worsen inflammation if eaten in excess. For seniors managing arthritis alongside conditions like diabetes or metabolic syndrome, moderation is key. To maximize benefits, aim to eat a variety of deep green vegetables and low glycemic fruits every day. Fresh, frozen, or lightly steamed options all work. Just avoid overcooking, which can destroy vital nutrients. Think of your plate as your daily prescription, one filled with color, variety, and healing potential. Because the best joint medicine may not come from a pharmacy at all, but from the produce aisle. 9. Mushrooms, the hidden joint protector from nature. They may not look like much, but mushrooms are one of the most overlooked yet powerful foods when it comes to supporting joint health and reducing inflammation. For seniors struggling with arthritis, mushrooms offer a unique blend of nutrients that can help fight the underlying causes of joint pain, all without adding excess calories or sugar to your diet. One of mushrooms' standout features is their ability to produce vitamin D2 when exposed to sunlight. This is especially important because many seniors are deficient in vitamin D, a nutrient that plays a crucial role in calcium absorption and bone maintenance. Without enough vitamin D, joints can become weaker, cartilage may break down faster, and inflammation tends to worsen. But the benefits don't stop there. Mushrooms are also rich in antioxidants like ergothioneine and selenium, which help reduce oxidative stress, one of the silent contributors to joint degeneration. These antioxidants act like internal armor, protecting cartilage from free radical damage. Certain varieties like shiitake, maitake, and oyster mushrooms also contain compounds that may support the immune system and reduce inflammatory markers in the blood. This is especially helpful for those with autoimmune joint issues like rheumatoid arthritis. However, there's a word of caution: not all mushrooms are created equal. Wild mushrooms can be dangerous if not properly identified and prepared. Some varieties contain toxins that can damage the liver, kidneys, or nervous system. Seniors should stick to store-bought mushrooms from trusted sources, preferably organic, and avoid consuming any mushroom that hasn't been clearly labeled and handled safely. The best ways to enjoy mushrooms include sautéing, roasting, or adding them to soups and stews. They pair well with garlic, onions, and herbs, many of which offer additional anti-inflammatory benefits. With their low calorie count and high nutrient density, mushrooms are a smart, natural addition to any arthritis-friendly diet. They may not be flashy, but in the fight against joint pain, mushrooms are the quiet ally you didn't know you needed. Because sometimes the strongest protectors grow silently in the shadows of nature. As a nutritionist who's worked with seniors for over 2 decades, I've seen one truth repeat itself. Healing often starts in a kitchen, not the medicine cabinet. No single food will magically cure arthritis, but the right combination, used wisely and consistently, can truly change how you move, feel, and live. If there's one thing I've learnt, it's this: your body is always talking to you. Joint pain, stiffness, swelling, these aren't just symptoms, they're signals. And when we learn to listen, through food, rest, and self-awareness, the results can be life-changing. Now, I'd love to hear from you. Which of these foods have helped or hurt your joints? Have you tried cutting out dairy or adding turmeric to your meals? What happened? Share your experience in the comments below. Your story might help someone else who's struggling right now. Thank you for spending your time with me today. If you found this helpful, please like the video, subscribe for more health tips, and don't forget to share this with a loved one who needs it. Because strong joints mean more than comfort, they mean freedom.